Welcome back, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, my first guest tonight is Paul Simon. It's good to see you again.
It's great to be here.
Yeah. You're about to go on tour again.
Yeah, I'm leaving Monday, and the first show we play is in Prague. We'll play in Europe.
Okay.
And for a couple of months, and then we come back to the United States and play in the summer here.
You went over to Europe when you were first starting out, right? You and Art done Tom and Jerry here. And then,
that's when we were 16.
Right, but then you had done some of the folk scene here, right?
Tiny bit. I moved to London in 1964, or really kind of, it was 64. It was after the Kennedy assassination, and I lived there for 2 years till the end of 64.
Is this one of those? It says. This is in Norwich, England, it says on the back of there. There you go. What did that experience do for your music?
You can see the girl in the middle is really into it.
Palm your hand. Palm your hand. Sleepy groupie. So what did that experience going over there to Europe do for your music?
Oh, it had a tremendous effect on my music because that culture, the English, what do we call it? Celtic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I loved that music, fell in love with that music. I mean, of course, here I would have heard it as a sound in the Everly Brothers. Yeah. But over there, you hear the origins of it. So I fell in love with it, and I learned a lot about guitar. I originally started out playing electric guitar, then I switched to acoustic, and I learned how to finger pick. I learned a lot, and I was playing like that. That must be pretty early, probably 64. Mm-hmm. But I played these folk clubs, which were really just rooms above a pub. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they had a mic, sometimes they didn't have a mic. It would be about between maybe 50 and 75 people. And I learned how to be an act, how to put together a set and talk.
Come a little patter and stuff people. Like that?
Yeah, that's right.
Did you ever busk on the streets? I busked in Europe a little bit when I was young.
You did?
Yeah. Terrible mime. But did you do that?
It's tough. Yeah, I did. In Paris, I did. What we would do is find a storefront that had, an entrance, a pretty big entranceway, not the door right on the street. And so you'd stand in the front of that, and there'd be a little bit of echo coming from there.
Oh, it'd be like a little amplifier behind you.
And then the trick was you start to play, and a group of people, they make a semicircle around you. Then a second group comes. Mm-hmm. And then a third group comes, and when the third group comes, then your partner, who's a pretty girl, comes with a hat to the first group. They can't get out.
Write that down, kids. Write that down.
That's show business.
Now, when you were overseas, when The Sound of Silence hit here in the United States, it became a hit.
Yeah.
When did you know that? Because we didn't have the internet at the time. How'd you find out?
Well, there was a magazine called Cashbox. I don't know if it's still, probably not in existence. Billboard is still in existence. And they used to have the top 100 and then what they called bubbling under, which was 100 to 120. And Artie says to me, you know, we're like 111 on Bubbling Under. I said, really? Wow. And then the next week we were 101. And I was heading to play a show in Denmark. And I knew that when I took a ferry from Aarhus to Copenhagen, and I knew that that was, you know, the new publication of Cashbox would come out. So I'm waiting around till the publisher office opened, and I went in there and I got the magazine and I said, I just can't bear to look at it. I'm just gonna, because I know if it comes in anywhere between 100 and 80, that's not, you're not gonna have a hit. So I just sort of quickly go, good, it's not there, you know? And I go, okay, now 80 to 70, not there. Okay, that could be good. Now I go one at a time, 70 to 69, 68, 63, 60. I say, oh my God. And I take the paper away and there it is, 59. And I said, I'll never forget this. I said, my life is irrevocably changed. It was.
So were people
why are they applauding?
Applauding?
Why?
Because they're glad it irrevocably changed at that moment. So you came back to the United States with a hit.
Oh, thanks so much.
So you come back with a hit in your pocket.
Yeah.
Your tour includes some new stuff, some of the old stuff. You sometimes say that you love an interesting song. What do you find interesting about a song? What makes a song interesting to you?
Could be lots of different reasons. Could be harmonically or rhythmically or lyrically, and I mean, hopefully all of those combine to make a certain, if it's right, a certain kind of special musical explosion or implosion, either way, you know. So that's what makes it interesting to me. If I say, oh, I'd like to go over, I'd like to investigate the harmony over here and maybe see if I can rewrite it or alter it or something like that. And the thing that I found that I can't change are the lyrics. Because I'll look at a song and that's maybe 10 years or 15 years old, and I'll say that could have been a good song if I had written the last verse. If I had written the last verse, that should have been written, but that's wrong. And a couple of times I've tried to put a new last verse, but it doesn't work. Anyway, but you can change rhythms, you can change context. You know, I mean, you could put a song. I think a song can be almost in any context. It can be a folk melody from, you know, England, and it can be a reggae. It could be a reggae background from Jamaica. It could be a South African group, but it's still a song sitting in a context. And so the context becomes interesting, but then the song in and of itself should be interesting. You should be able to take it out of that context and be able to play it, and it should be able to stand up on its own.
You've started taking requests on stage with a certain incentive you're looking for. Can we show this clip right now? So cash makes a difference.
Well, what happened? It does.
Yeah. I was just wondering if me and my friend Mr. Jackson here could entice you. into doing something so right.
Oh, I'm doing that anyway. You keep
Okay, well,
it.
good.
The show is.
The show, exactly. I'm gonna need to
I-
keep the cash,
you might,
exactly
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
What happened was somebody was yelling out from the audience, do Kodachrome, do Kodachrome. And I said, no, we're not doing that in this. Well, we're not doing it in this set, you know. And he still kept yelling. So I said, okay, but it'll cost you. And I want $20. And like nobody moves. And I said, no, seriously, I really will. So he came and he gave me the $20, and I picked it up and I played a little bit of Kodachrome.
Now, I'm curious. I've heard you, we've discussed this several times before, that you write lyrics after you write the music, as you were saying. When the lyrics of a song come to you, do you ever resist the lyrics?
Yeah.
You go like, I don't know what that means. Or I don't like what that means.
Yeah, I'm more like that. I might say, like a lot of my songs used to begin, and they were really angry in the beginning.
Angry, Paul Simon?
Yep. And I'd say, okay, so.
Slow down, you move too fast. Gotta make the morning last. Skipping down the damn cobblestones. You lamppost. Feeling groovy my ass.
That's
Sorry, I know you love that song. That's so
I think,
but what about Graceland? So, like, I'm going to Graceland. Well,
but anyway, let me dispense with the anger. So I say, okay, so that's like something in me, but I don't want to start off with an angry premise. I'm not going to do that. So get rid of that. That's first thought. That's not that. Now I'll just sort of, wait for the sound to take me to a more interesting place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Graceland.
Yeah, Graceland. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you, when you first wrote that, did you go, yeah, I'm going to Graceland, I understand that?
No, when I first wrote, kept singing, I'm going to Graceland, Graceland. And I thought, well, I can't keep that because this song is, I've been playing this with South African musicians, and I don't want to write a song about Elvis. I'm not, I don't know why I'm doing that. And then
Can I suggest why you were doing that?
Could you suggest?
Can I suggest why you might have been doing that?
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
I think, and stop me if I'm wrong, I think it might have been a metaphor. Yeah.
That's right. No, I have a thing that goes beep, beep, metaphor alert,
Good.
beep, beep.
Yeah. Just didn't know if you know, sometimes poetry is a metaphor, it is not literal. Just didn't know if you know. I mean, you're the lyricist and I'm just a guy who likes your stuff. But
Have it your way.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Hey, you're on my Mount Rushmore of American lyricists. It's you. It's actually, there are 5 on mine. It's you, it's Sondheim, it's Dylan, it's Jackson Browne, and it's John Prine. Those are my. I'm just curious. Who is a lyricist that you look to and go, oh boy, that is special. That is a extraordinary turn of phrase that surprises even me, Paul Simon.
Well, you mean a lyricist who consistently does that?
Yeah.
Well, I would start to say that in the 50s, Chuck Berry wrote things that were so good that they could have been part of the Harlem Renaissance. I mean, and he taught. He taught my whole generation. They're all influenced by Chuck Berry, Bob and the Beatles and everybody, because he made stories in words that flowed effortlessly. And his stories were great stories. Maybelline, Johnny Be Good is a great story,
Yeah.
He used to carry his guitar in a gunny sack. I think, what is a gunny sack? What is it? I mean, his descriptions of
It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well.
That was, beautiful.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful song. So he was a guy who influenced me and my whole generation. In my generation, Bob, of course, is a really interesting lyricist. Let's see. Joni Mitchell's an interesting lyricist.
Canadian, unfortunately. I said American, sorry, Canadian.
Sorry, yep. Well, yeah, I was lying about that anyway. I have to give you some others. Oh,
No, you don't have to. We can be done. We can be done right now.
Well, I don't want to make it sound as if that's the only one, because there were so many, you know. Stevie Wonder was a really good storyteller, really good. I mean, there's a long list. I don't want to just leave it.
You can
at
fax
three.
it to me later. We'll put it up on the website. Yeah. Listen, when the audience sings along with you, because I'm sure often they jump in on the lyrics. I saw you I think it was last June, saw you at Beacon. And you do the boxer, and everybody jumps in on the lie lies. A lot of things with the lie lies. What's that like for you? Do you like that? Does it become a nice dialogue and an emotional exchange with the audience? Or you're like, shh, I'm the performer. You paid tickets. Shut up.
No, I like it. And on the lie and the boxer, I sort of always put that towards the end of the show, because I think it's a very pleasant feeling for an audience to sing together and have that feeling. The only place where I'm really wary of it is Dublin or Belfast, because they take the song and sing it in their tempo, whatever they want. You're accompanying them. And they're like, that's just the way it is there.
Yo-Yo Ma was here a couple months ago, and one of the things he said is he has been, as he goes on with his career, he's increasingly asking himself, what is music for? He's trying to answer that question for himself with his performances. I'm just curious, what do you believe that music is for?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, it's interesting that was a question that he thought about. You know, it's so much a part of the species. It's the first. It's always been there, and it's a mystery why it can produce these emotions in people. You know, sorrow and war, or John Philip Sousa. You know. I mean, he writes this music that are marches, and you have to get up and march. It's like he's got a da 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 dum dum da 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 dum 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 dum. That's pretty amazing, you right?
That's pretty great, yeah. It's like magic.
Yeah, you could say.
I just did.
If there's magic.
Don't give me permission to say things, Paul Simon. It's my show.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
You got some nerve, is what you got there. Yeah. Yeah. So
Learned
you,
that.
what, huh? I just don't want to let you go. They turned off the cameras a long time ago. Paul, thank you for being here. And Paul will be performing in just a moment. Tickets for this summer's A Quiet Celebration Tour are available now. Stick around. He's going to perform. We'll be right back with Rami Youssef.